Baseball from the Lone Star State. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's Cleveland taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Jordan Balazovic.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
And now the first baseman, Hunter Waldron. And a pitch. That catches the zone for a strike, and we're underway here in Game 4. Kicks and deals. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Packed house here at Minute Maid. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 3. The wind and the pitch. Waldron checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Aldo Moses. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Righty delivers. And a foul ball left side. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And now Brandon Sampson. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Here comes a pitch. Turned on, but foul wide of third. The 1-1. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 2-1. And it goes just foul. Here's a 2-2. Next offering is outside. Moses, the runner at second with one away. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Welch. And a foul ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone. That one fouled off.
Really good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Righty to the plate. And a pop off right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jason Van Dyke stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And the pitch. And a good eye there.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And downstairs, Jonah Young in the on-deck circle. The 3-1 is on the way. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
And now the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. The pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So they load the bases, but leave him stranded. Now here come the Astros. No score. Back here at Minute Maid Park. And getting to start, Dominic Barrero. What do we need to know here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
And stepping in for the Astros, number 35. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And he deals. Line drive, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Stepping in, Nolan Schnell. ground ball to the right side. Fires to second for one. Back to the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there they made it look pretty easy.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. And they get the out on Alvarez. Play made. That ends the inning. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. No score. Back here in Houston, leading off Ian Aguilar. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the...
Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Tucker throws to second, and he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Next to hit, DeVore Rayburn. And that one a little bit high. Aguilar at second with nobody out. Pitch misses there, and now 2-0. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. And he grounds one to the right side, and that's just foul.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Next pitch downstairs, and now 3-1. Out towards right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Aguilar around third. He will score. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And next is the designated hitter, Jeff Matheson. This guy has turned into a beast. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. And the right-hander deals. There's a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2-2 now to 22. And that's too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And one away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Hunter Waldron. Led off the game with a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second. Now that's smacked to right center. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags and goes to third. Cut off. Now a throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back here in Houston, bottom of the second. Here's Kyle Tucker. The right-hander back to work. That clips the zone. That's strike one. Guerrero, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a slider.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. He goes down looking. Jonathan India at the plate. And that's in there for strike one. That's inside. On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-2. And there's a ball. Next one off the plate inside. 3-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Luis Campusano up next for the Astros. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Good eye in that spot. The count 2-1. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Van Dyke going back some more, and he brings it into the warning track. One left for Houston. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. Here's a speed threat. Aldo Moses. The wind of the pitch. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. And here it comes. Slap the other way, foul. Ball to strike. They say you win.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Got him swinging.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Sampson, the next to hit, takes outside. Just missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is downstairs. There's the strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
The 3-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And welcome back. Set for the bottom of the third. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Pena getting to start at shortstop in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Here's a 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. And that's outside. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next to hit for Houston, Samuel Zavala. That one's in there, 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's a ball and a strike. Pena aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one ripped to left, down the line, and it's foul.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
One-two now. And a swing and a miss. One away.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
So the lineup flips over, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, number 35. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. There's a strike. And a pitch. Strike two.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Down the line towards the corner. Rayburn under this one. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Nolan Schnell up next for the Astros. He hit into a double play his first time up. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Schnell, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. In there, and it's 0-1. Left-hand hitter waits. That misses, and that's ball one. Left-hand batter waits. Runner on the go. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. Now move to first. Schnell dives back in safely. First pitch, and he just misses. Tied up here in the early going. Move to first. Schnell back in on a dive. Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. Good eye right there. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. Caught looking his first time up. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one pushed to the left and foul. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 3 innings in the books here in game 4. All tied 1-1. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the power speed combo. Jason Van Dyke. Balazovic back to work. Outside. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one drifts inside. On the ground to third. Rojas throws on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And stepping in is the speedy Jonah Young.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's in the dirt. Kicks and fires. Out to short. Zips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ian Aguilar. Doubled his first time up. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
The 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next pitch off the plate. It's 2 and 2. That one missed. Three and 2 now. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got his second double of the game.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now DeVore Rayburn. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Aguilar at second with 2 down. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Pop up here, third base side, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Astros, Jonathan India. And a pitch. A little bit low.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Smash to the left side. Fires across the diamond. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Luis Campusano up next for the Astros. He reached out a walk his first time. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And now 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Josh Rojas. He flied out to the warning track in his first trip. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play. Astros are down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Jeff Matheson. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that's in for a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
In the air, right field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one down. And here's the first baseman, Hunter Waldron. He's a guy who does it all. In the air, out towards right center. Tucker should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aldo.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Aldo Moses. 1 for 2. And that misses off the outside edge.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And now 2 balls and a strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Brandon Sampson to bat next. Checks his swing, dribble to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that'll do it. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And it's caught for the out. Now the left fielder, Samuel Zavala. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Here comes the 0-1. That's smashed towards center. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 35.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is number 35. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And he lays down a bunt. And he barehands it. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the barehand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Schnell.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Pitch out, but no action. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-1. Two outs. And a count 1-2. And the righty deals. Well struck left field. That's going back. Back some more. Goodbye, home run. A shot to the opposite field. And they add a pair. It's 3-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So now here's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. That one missing inside. The pitch. In for a strike and a count 1-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And now 2-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Sampson moving under it and puts the squeeze on that, and that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jaime Melendez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the shortstop, Brandon Sampson. A strikeout and a walk. Sampson measures 6 feet even, 225 pounds, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Bullpen activity starting up now. Ty Brown appears to be getting loose. Krismat getting cranked up as well. The 0-1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
kicks and deals.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-1 now. And now 2-2. Line drive caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Josh Welch now at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Ripped to third. Rojas throws on to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now it's going to be Jason Van Dyke. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Van Dyke, an all-star a season ago, 24 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. There's the strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.